Hey there, this is Steve down here in my basement mini gym. Today I'm going to talk to you about and do a review on the men's thermal cycling jacket by ROCKBROS and the ROCKBROS one size fits all men or women's cycling helmet. Let's break it down. I've had this jacket by ROCKBROS out a couple times. It definitely is windproof. I can attest to that. I've had it out in some pretty high winds. It appears that it would be water resistant, probably in a light rain. I don't know because I haven't had it out in the rain yet. This jacket is great for cycling, would be good for running, hiking, or walking. Right now you can get it on Amazon for $39.99. That's the lowest price I've seen it, and it's a very good deal. Let's talk about components here. The jacket is made of 93% polyester, 7% spandex, and the inside is lined with 320 grams of polar fleece. As far as sizes go, I'm 5'9.5", 5'10", weigh about 175, 180 pounds, and I normally wear a large. I sized up. You're going to want to size up at least one size. One size if you want a tighter fit, two sizes if you want a looser fit. With that being said, keep in mind at my height and weight, 5'9.5", 5'10", 175, 180, I have a 32 to 34 waist. So I'm built fairly muscular for a man in my 60s. As you can see, the fit is just about perfect, the shoulders, everything. Now, if you're built differently, you have to take into consideration this jacket, would fit you differently. So make sure you take some time to think about sizing. I'm spending this time on sizing because Amazon lists this jacket as a frequently returned item, but I don't want that to scare you away because as far as quality and getting what's advertised and price, you can't go wrong. I think most of these returns, from reading some reviews, were due to proper sizing, so very important. As far as comfort and layering goes, this is a fall and winter jacket. It's good for temperatures anywhere from the 20s up through the 50s to 60, depending on when, if the sun is out, and those type of factors. Underneath today, I had a lightweight polyester breathable undershirt, long sleeve, and just the jacket. And it was fine. And mind you, today was 50 degrees, sunny, but wind. Oh my gosh, 22 mile per hour sustained and 35 mile per hour gust. So even at that, the windproofing was very adequate. Now I had the jacket on earlier in the week out when temperatures were in the lower 40s. Breezy, 10 to 12 mile per hour, maybe 15, but nothing like winds for today. But still, it was cloudy to partly sunny, and the temperature felt different, so I used my merino wool mid-layer shirt, long sleeve, underneath the jacket, and it worked out well. Now, if I was to be out in the 30s or even the 20s, I could wear my merino wool shirt I just showed you and this thinner but still warm hoodie underneath the jacket, and that would work. However, if you wanted to go heavier with like a cotton thick hoodie, for me on this sizing, underneath the jacket would not work. This would be too tight. So keep that in mind. If I wanted to do that, I would have had to buy the 2X if you really want to bundle up. But perhaps that wouldn't have fit as well, and I'm happy with this size, and for my application, this jacket is going to work out for me. My alternative for going even warmer would be this oversized, not oversized, but big, plenty of room puffy jacket over the ROCKBROS jacket. And I could take on temps layered with this down to 10, 15 degrees, maybe lower. So there are a lot of options. Now, before we go into more detailed specifics about the jacket, pockets, etc., zippers, let's touch on the ROCKBROS cycling helmet that I picked up. I've never been one for helmets. This is only the second helmet I had. I rushed in the first one. I didn't like it. It was too big, it weighed too much, and it wasn't that comfortable. Well, I know I'm going to have a helmet. I went years resisting, but it's just too dangerous. So this helmet, however, I bought for $24.99, and it's worth every penny. As far as weight goes, this is Ultralight, 221 grams, and it feels just as substantial as the last helmet that was 100 more grams than this. This is a unisex helmet, men and women, and it's a one size fits all for heads the diameter of 22.5 to 24.5. Now, I've always considered myself having a large head, so the first helmet I bought was a large, and I think that's why it got into the more bulkier and not as comfortable. This is a one size fits all, but my head measures 24.5, which is the maximum of what they say this helmet can get, but I can fit into this with the dial setting maxed, and I still have room in my helmet. So this is a much better fit. Don't be afraid of the one size fits all. And for me, I wanted to go lighter in a smaller profile. Of course, the helmet has the features I didn't have on my other helmet. It has the sun visor that clips in the side. Then it has the magnetic goggles, which fit over in 3 areas. And those two options are very handy. Okay, I'm going to get some close-ups here. The first thing let's cover is the zipper. Zippers are always important because there's tricky zippers out there, good ones, bad ones. At first I was concerned about this zipper. It throws me off when it zips up from the opposite side of what I'm used to. You know, we're used to zipping up on the left. This zips up on the right. I'm told that's how women's zippers are. I don't know because I don't have any women's clothing. But my fears were unfounded because there's no problems with this zipper. So if you read it in reviews, I think they were yanking on it and not careful. But once you get the hang of this one, and don't try too hard on it, just go smooth. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. I hope you can see this. Very smooth and goes up all the way. The zipper is completely covered by the fabric, so that just enhances the windproofing and the water resistance. Ventilation isn't a concern with any jacket, and with this one it's no different. There are 4 ventilation vents in the front, if you can see that. They're just little gaps, vents, with a little bit of mesh in there. Two on each side in the front. There's 6 in back. You can see them marked with 3 on each side. All the way, or a good portion of the sides about 3/4 of the sides the way down is mesh. And then underneath the armpits is also mesh. So it doesn't matter how cold it is. You need some ventilation, otherwise you're going to sweat. And we don't want sweating when the weather's cold. There is a very important sleeve inside the sleeve feature on this jacket, if you can see it there. And that includes thumb holes that keep the inner sleeve in place. That's where the only flaw I've seen in the entire jacket, and it's minimal. I don't know if you can see this, but there is some loose thread around the thumb holes. No major concern for me because the rest of the jacket's good. This feature I do not need. That's like if you're a watch person, you can insert your watch face from the inside and take out that foam and you can read your watch. I don't wear a watch. I was concerned that that would bother me. It wouldn't feel right. That would be a place where there was an air leak. None of that was a concern. The pockets are very good on this jacket. There's 2 pockets in front, hand pockets, and there's a zip pocket in back in the center. As indicated by that white strip. And the zippers are very good. They have an extension on here with a plastic thing for the pole zip. Now you have a bonus 2 inside pockets. They're smaller and narrower, but those are accessed by inside the jacket, 1 on each side. That's handy. So in all, you have 4 pockets in the front, 2 inside, 2 out, and 1 back pocket. The back pocket has plenty of room. You can see by the white stripes there. And this pocket is large enough actually to fit like a poncho or something in there. My phone fits in the front pocket, but anything else that you want in the back pocket, it's very doable. Also has the extension pole. Let's talk about the hood. We haven't gotten there yet. It's got a nice hood on it. It is a detachable hood, so you can take it off. The hood is also lined with the polar fleece. It's got some reflective strips on it. I'm not sure if it'll fit over the helmet, so if you're riding short rides without a helmet, it's great. Or if you're hiking, running, or walking. At first, my concern was, boy, I don't think this helmet will stay up in a wind, but it has this cinch in back that it doesn't mention, and it simply pulls up with this adjustment, and the adjustment shrinks it up and it stays on just fine. So it's nice to have this hood. That's a very nice bonus. Taking a closer look at this helmet, it's a steal for $24.99, an absolute steal. Look at all that ventilation. It's got the traditional padding and foam down there. It's got the adjuster in back, padded strap, and the clip. There's 3 holes in the front that are magnetic for the goggles, and they go on real handy. In fact, with practice, you get used to where those holes are at, and you can take the goggles on and off without taking off the helmet. So you can wear the helmet by itself with the goggles. Then the sun visor, everyone went crazy on the reviews about this. There's nothing to go crazy about. it feels, I mean, it snaps in easy on one side. Then it feels like you're going to have to stretch too much and you might break it. Well, no, just give it a little tug and don't be so aggressive with it. And it clicks in just fine. And it looks fine. $220 grams. This is what I was looking for, and it's versatile. These goggles also act as a sun blocker, but they're not real dark like my blackout prescription sunglasses, which are almost too dark. And they diffuse the light, and they do a really good job. And my glasses will fit right under these goggles easily with comfort, and it's no problem. You can even take the helmet off with your glasses on and goggles, and it won't disturb your glasses. So this is what the goggles and the visor look like in combination. And that's going to look really neat and work out great if you get a rain. That visor will keep the water off those goggles. Or if you don't want to use the goggles, that visor will keep some of the rain off your face, and in my case, off of my glasses. But in combination, that's a pretty nifty setup if you ask me. Very nice. One more thing to cover is the comfort inside your helmet in the cold weather. You're going to need something to combat all that ventilation coming in through the holes. I started out with a hat like this, and I thought it would be good because it would still cover my ears, but the helmet kept pushing this down, and it was riding it up, and it wasn't comfortable. I had to constantly adjust it. So in this weather we've had recently, 40s and 50s, I went with the lightest balaclava I have, and I'm a balaclava fan. This is very light, and it covers your ears and neck, and the helmet stays in place, and there's nothing to push up or down, and it's just more comfortable. Now, in the colder weather than that, you go with the thicker balaclava like this, and you probably won't even need a hat on top of that. Or you could do some kind of combination and see if it would work, like a hat like this, ROCKBROS, which I haven't tried that. This has polar fleece on it. Maybe put that on top of this, or that on top of the lighter balaclava. So just work with combinations and you'll figure it out. I use this in the summertime. Last year when I went out, it's very light and it's got ventilation holes in it. I use that underneath my helmet, and I had no problem with the helmet pushing it down like this or adjustments. Nothing. It was fine. So those are all things to consider. So that's my review of the men's cycling thermal cold weather jacket and the ROCKBROS Ultralight 3-in-1 unisex one size fits all helmet. These ROCKBROS products are affordable, they're durable, and a great value for the money. I hit a home run here. It doesn't always work out that way. Size, comfort, value, quality, all appears to be great. I'd like to thank you for watching this review and supporting my channel. Please make some comments below, and we'll see you real soon, okay? You all take care.